Okay, everybody, it's been a very long time since I did a video. Moved to a new house. These are actually ice cream bananas in the backyard. That is a Sumo orange or Dekapon orange, however you want to say it. This is a Galaxy peach tree. If you don't know anything about those, look them up. It's like a donut peach, but this one's the Galaxy type, which is supposed to be absolutely awesome. It's grown quite a bit since I bought it. This right here is the good old plum tree. Yeah, it looks kind of rough, but you can see there's new growth on it. I trimmed it down. I was a little late in the season because when we moved, I didn't really have much of an option. I mean, it was looking like a Christmas tree. It was actually looking great, but you want to have an open center on them just like you do on the peach. And I haven't messed with the peach yet because it's just not time to prune it. So it's going to let it grow, and then I'll prune it when it needs to be pruned. And then if you look over here, here's my Myers lemon. And she had to get butchered too, just so that way she could acclimate to her new environment. It was a little rough at first. I mean, you can see it's an older tree. It's a tree. It was 2 years old when I bought it, and I think it's probably about 5 or 6 now. And I had to dig it up, put it in a container for about 3 months. Had tons of flowers on it. They obviously all fell off. And then I planted it here, kind of went through a shock period. And then I trimmed it up a little bit, which didn't help the shocking part, but the tree is strong and vigorous, and it's going to come back amazing. And then over here is the blueberry grapes. And they're a little rough, I'm not going to lie. It was doing good in the pot, but you can see most of the growth is on the right side here, and it hasn't really been climbing up the trellis that was set up, so I put some additional red string to kind of help it find its way and tie it a little bit here and there. But the backyard's definitely bigger than the last. I mean, you can see we have a giant trampoline and everything else, but anyways, that's not why I did the video. I did the video because I don't know if this has happened to anybody, but we had an inflatable water slide, and when it deflated, it came down and it broke this tree right here, the Dekapon orange, right in half. And you can see where it broke it right there. I mean, literally, the tree, the whole top was touching the ground over there. So I thought pretty much it was finished for, but did some video searching online. Nobody really has had the issue of trying to put a sapling like this back together. Most people just will cut off the top and call it a day and see if it'll regrow from a lower shoot, but I didn't want to do that because, as you can see, and she was doing great. She even has a little bud on there, which obviously is not going to be an orange. I mean, it just, it's just budding the bud. But right here, I used, and I don't know if you guys follow the guy on YouTube, but he uses Ivory Organics, so I painted all the trees for sun and all that. It actually smells really good. It uses a combination of all natural ingredients. And so I was really worried about this wound here. Now what I did was I took bamboo, and here's the original bamboo stick, and I split it. And when I split it, I kind of made a brace just like you would for, for a broken arm or whatever. And I had put the brace on, and it was on for a week, and the tree is still green, still doing okay. I mean, still has new growth because the bark on each side is still intact, but the break was horrendous in the middle. So then I was debating on whether or not putting Ivory Organics within the crack to keep bugs out. I did a little copper fungicide spray around at like a very diluted dose because it damages the cellular reproduction of whatever it hits. So I wanted the tree to heal. But long story short is, today I came out, took the brace off. I just used some zip ties, like you can see. Took the brace off, actually painted the bamboo with Ivory Organics, so that way it'll prevent any mold or bugs. And then when I was looking here in the crack and around, I saw these little bugs. And I don't know what kind of bugs they are. They look like little miniature beetles. They're very, very small, but bugs in the crack, probably not a good sign. So I read online you could use Gorilla Glue and stuff like that. Obviously I didn't have Gorilla Glue, I have wood glue, so what I did was I snipped it off, and it's still weak. Obviously it's not healed, so I went in here with some Ivory Organics and I put it within the crack itself, and then I actually got the wood glue, because if you've ever used wood glue on wood, you know that the odds of the spot breaking again where the wood glue is actually way lower than it breaking in a new spot, because the wood glue bonds so well that it makes that area stronger. So I squeezed the wood glue in here and I braced it together. I have 1, 2, 3 zip ties, but each individual brace I put a zip tie on like this, so that way it wouldn't touch all the way, so it kind of keeps a little bit of space for air and stuff, just in case for mold and, you know, all that. So we'll see how it goes. I'll do another follow-up video, just because I haven't seen any on this type of devastation to a tree where it completely breaks in half and then trying to salvage it. And I keep in mind, I mean, this is a smaller tree, it's not a giant tree, so this one might have a fighting chance. But like I said, it's actually been a little bit over a week, and I mean, we've had a ton of rain. I don't know if that's helped or not, but the trees got new growth, and I would think that if it was about to die, it wouldn't have new growth. So I'll update you all once again. This is a Dekapon orange tree, and if you've never had one at the store, I recommend you try them. They're absolutely delicious. They're like $4 a pound, but they're amazing. And then I'll do some follow-up on my ice cream banana. I mean, this thing's huge. It's just growing like crazy, and you can see it has the little suckers down there too, so we'll have plenty of bananas in the future. And then I'll fill you guys in on the other trees and the grapes as well. Alright, well, this is not an expert, because I'm not an expert on anything. Signing off. I hope this helps somebody and gives them a little inspiration in case one of their trees does completely break in half. Never seen anything like it, but oh well. Alright, wish me luck. Bye.